Okay, what does it say? It said doorbell camera footage revealed. Doorbell camera footage revealed. Okay, what did they reveal? Okay, let's watch the video. Let's watch the video, and we're gonna you get it on me. You get it on me. You get it on me.
Judge just called for a 10-minute break. This comes after showing a series of video clips of a doorbell camera showing a parked car. The prosecutor asks the SBI agent David Hull to recap what he is seeing in the videos. David Hull goes on to explain a person leaving the vehicle and then another clip where the person is going back to the vehicle. He then expresses that he believes this is Tyler Robinson and Tyler Robinson's car. Now, they actually show the video footage, and I would play it on here, but it's pretty blurry and you're not really going to get much out of it. But I will overlay an image of what they are talking about. It isn't clear why they stopped everything, but both attorneys did seem to be discussing something. I am curious if Tyler Robinson's attorney had an issue with this video. Interestingly enough, when this was happening in real time, we did hear about doorbell camera footage, but not in the sense of seeing it or actually knowing that it existed. But this was the question we were all asking, like, where is the doorbell camera footage? If Tyler Robinson ran off in his car, where is the footage? Why hasn't that come to the surface yet? There were also rumored to have been neighbors that had seen Tyler Robinson that day. But no one watching this footage today can make a distinction as to who that is in the video. So I'm curious how David Hull and the other investigators came to this. The judge just called for a 10-minute break. This comes...
Okay, so again, I got another question, right? There are cameras everywhere. I mean, not literally, but you get it. Right? There are cameras everywhere. Doorbells, camera, doorbell, was it doorbells or doorbell, whatever, cameras capture, all the time it captures FedEx people doing delivery, okay? UPS, Amazon doing delivery, people showing up people's doors all the time. We see that all the time, right? People robbing other people's homes. We can see it, you can clearly see that from a doorbell's camera, whatever, from a house to another house. You can see that, right? But now when it comes to this, everything we've gotten so far is it's like things that we cannot really tell what they are. Okay? Like you cannot tell who was in the video. The only time you could kind of tell that it was Tyler is when he was limping going up the stairs, right? That's the only time you could tell that it was him. But every other time, everything that I've watched so far, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people out there agree with me, you cannot tell if it's him or not. I mean, you can tell, most of the time you can tell that it's not him. Okay? Most of the time you can tell that it's not him. Now, the part I cannot tell if it's him or not, the video that I've seen, one of them, is the part that somebody jumps from the roof to the ground floor. That I cannot tell if it's him or not because the person's kind of skinny, you know what I'm saying? A little bit tall. I don't know, something, right? Something. That one I cannot tell if it's him or not. But a lot of these clips, I can tell that it is not him. Clearly, you can tell that it's not him. What do you guys think, man? Let's continue on to the next clip. You can comment below what you think about this, whatever you got to say. Let's go. We're going to keep you guys up to date about all this. Now, Baron Coleman. Let's see what you got for us.
I want to know who killed Charlie Kirk, and there's a lot going on here that needs to be explored, and none of it's being allowed to be explored.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we so fixated on this weirdo from St. George, Utah, when all of this other stuff is going on around him? And you want the evidence that it's connected, in my opinion. Look at TPUSA after the fact. Charlie Kirk, for 6 months, was pretty adamant. I don't want to go to war with Iran, period, end of story. It'd be negative for the United States. It would absolutely have consequences. I'm willing to give up money over it. I'm willing to take a hit to my reputation over it. I'm willing to give up access to sources. I'm willing to give up access to parties and all this other stuff. I'm going to bring on Candace Owens. I'm going to bring on Tucker Carlson. I'm going to bring on Dave Smith. I'm going to bring on Megyn Kelly because these people don't want the war either. And I want to give them a platform. I want to make them big as possible. I want that position to win the day. Bang! I want to know who killed Charlie Kirk. And there's a lot going on here that needs to be explored. And none of it's being allowed to be explored. Why?
I mean, honestly, like, this is needed. I mean, it is not needed, but it is needed, right? In their favor. That's what this is. It is needed in their favor because really, you need this distraction I mean, it's not. It is a distraction, but really, it's not because a lot of people by now already agree. At the beginning, people will be like, "Yeah, Tyler did it," just because, just because. But then, with time, when you actually get to analyze everything, you get to look at everything, and then watch the video and watch all these clips and watch what people are saying, the guns and this and that, boom, boom, boom. They come to say, "Okay, this guy really did not do it. He did not do it." You get what I mean? It's like you do not want to accept, you do not want to agree because you already agreed at the beginning that it was him, right? But now, after you actually get to take a look at everything, the facts and then the evidence and this and that, with your own mind, right? With your own mind, with your own analysis, with your own understanding, you come with a conclusion like, okay, I don't think this guy did it. I don't think this guy did it. But again, right? It is not what you know, it's what you can prove. And it's not what you think, it is what you can prove. I mean, we can do all we're doing here, we can talk all we want to talk. By the end of the day, who do you think has the last word? The government, obviously. Are you gonna tell me the court? Yeah, right. Who is the court? Who is the court, man? Who is the court? The government or who? It's not a government? Okay. All right, man. What do you guys think about this, man? Comment below. On to the next video. We're gonna see what we got out here. All right. Okay.
David Hull, the FBI agent on the Charlie Kirk case, said that investigators reviewed hundreds of hours of video. This included university surveillance footage both before and after the shooting. He's also saying that investigators did interview people who attended the event to see if they saw somebody jump off the roof. So David Hull explains that we are hearing Tyler Robinson's name for the first time because Washington County officials later contacted investigators to report an individual that had come forward with Tyler Robinson's name. When all of this was taking place in real time, none of us really understood how Tyler Robinson's name got brought up. Then after the break, the attorneys sort of debated over whether or not the shooting suspect can be pointed out in court. Tyler Robinson's attorney, Catherine, said there is a lot of case law that says asking a witness to identify a defendant in a courtroom, particularly when the defendant is the only person sitting at the table with the defense attorney, is unduly suggestive, essentially tainting the identification. So then the judge called both attorneys up to the bench to kind of privately discuss all of this. Then Judge Graff rejects a video exhibit. He says he won't admit a video exhibit after the defense team raised concerns that it had been altered and there was no one to talk about exactly what was changed. The video in question appears to consist of a variety of clips taken from different sources. It is possible that this video could be admitted later, but the prosecution would have to have a witness who can explain how the video was changed or altered. David Hull, the FBI agent on the Charlie Kirk case, said that
Okay, we're talking about the evidence, we're talking about all these things, we're talking about this, we're talking about that. But really, one thing that everybody's forgetting, right? If the people that did what they did, if they could do that in public, in front of everybody, okay, in front of everybody, what do you think they are not able to do in the shadows? What do you think? You don't think that they can get to the point where they get to the judge? You don't think that? You don't think they can get anywhere? They can get to anything? So really, like, I'm just watching, man. I'm just watching. This is like sometimes I'm like, it's a lost case, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, let's just see and let's just watch and see what is gonna happen at the end. But I strongly believe that whoever's doing this, whoever did it, they can get to anybody, anytime, anywhere. Maybe not, but you get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? Like, they can get to this guy. Like, this guy, who's this guy? Who do you think hires this guy? Who do you think hired this guy? Okay? This is the judge right here. Who do you think hires him to be where he is at? So I'm just like, okay, I'm just watching. And we're gonna see where it's gonna get, right? We're gonna see where it's gonna get. We can just talk how we're talking, we can do what we're doing and all these things, but really the end is what is gonna matter the most. Okay, it's what is gonna matter the most. So you guys just stay tuned, and we're gonna see what we get with this. We're gonna keep you guys up to date as much as possible, I guess. So stay tuned. We out of here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you.
The devil said gotta just roll. The devil said gotta just roll. For what does it profit a man to get the whole world and lose his soul? You can have the money, cars and girls, and that will keep my soul. If you want everything, this life you have to sell your soul. You wanted fame so bad, therefore you went and sold your soul. What does it profit a man to get the whole world and lose his soul? You can have the money, cars and girls, and that will keep my soul. If you want everything, this life you have to sell your soul. You wanted fame so bad, therefore you went and sold your soul. Yeah. Red bumps. MMA. Yes. Yeah. 24. God first. To the death, I'm in. Shush.